Welcome back to the FNB Magalies Monster. I think it's the 5th or maybe the 6th year that we're involved with this unique event. One of the must-do events on the mountain bike calendar, and everybody's done it before, will tell you that is something for your mountain bike CV. You need to be there to say you've really conquered the monster. Changes from last year. I mean, I know we're talking about a lot of comeback people, and we've got 3 route changes from last year. One due to an unfortunate incident between a landowner and one of the cyclists last year that we don't have to talk to you about now, and 2 other just because of route damage and landowners' decisions and whatever. So the distance is increased from 77 to 82 kilometers this year. The monster itself is still there, and basic route descriptions. We're going to start off at the RTK4, same as last year, travel in a neutral zone through RTK4 Resort. And then after about 500 meters, the race will start once we hit the orchards. 32 kilometers, we'll have the King of the Mountain at the highest point of the race. That's roughly 1,723 meters. Total ascent over the whole route is 1,750, give or take a few meters, depending on your GPS settings. The technical bits, yeah, it's more because of the loose gravel, the type of surface we ride on, which might for some people be a challenge. In that comes your preparation on your bicycle. Have proper tires, make sure you've got your sealant in, make sure your tire pressure is not too low. I know normally they tell you, 2 bar, 1.8, 1.6 on your 29ers, whatever, 1.6 maybe a bit low. For this one, I'll definitely recommend about not less than 1.9 on the rear tire, depending on your weight, even a bit harder, because of the rocky nature of the routes. We have 6 water points for the full, where you find them. You can see on our website, on the profile, they marked out there exactly where you'll find your water points. At the water points, we'll provide some Pepsi, some water, and depending on the specific water point, you'll find either bananas or sandwiches or maybe potatoes and some energy bars. It's still advisable to take a few stuff with yourself, and please remember it's a self-service of a self-sufficient race. So take your own spares with. A lot of riders will tell you that the nature of the Magalies Monster, or the Magaliesberg for that matter, is loose rock. We try and leave that for the trail run guys and get some more secure riding and more smoother riding, especially on the climbs for the monster. So saying that, you'll find the odd loose section, but in general the riding is, it's more a case of finding a proper line than really just struggle or whatever to go uphill. So with 90, except for the 2 portage sections, which one of them is compulsory, it's perfectly rideable for everyone. Due to the nature of the routes of the FNB Magalies Monster, we cross a variety of highways or district roads. The Magalies Monster itself, I think, crosses big roads about 7 times. So we'll have marshals on those places. We have traffic on the more busy roads, but please take care. It's still your own responsibility to cross those roads safely. Well, I think my favorite section of the route is the monster section, and it is the toughest climb of the day. But just the reward when you get to there, and you can see the whole world from there. You see Johannesburg towards your backside to the left side. You see the Magaliesberg, the valley when you come down, and the downhill from there. Although it is on an old wide district road pass coming down there, was probably the trickiest section of the whole route, just because it's that fast, and you can't imagine how tricky it is to come down a road that hasn't been maintained for over the last 7 or 8 years. So yeah, keep an eye and follow guys in front of you that's been there before coming down there. It is a real cracker coming down there. But the rest of the route as well, it is just one of those. It's a unique experience riding there, and especially because I would think about 80% of the route is not accessible for riders throughout the year. Maybe if you do 1 or 2 of our other events, like the Total Sports Xterra, you'll experience a little bit of it. But yeah, that's only a part of the magic of the Magalies Monster. The 45 kilometer, the terrain is, again, Magalies. It's not your normal manicured single tracks you'll find. It is slightly rocky, slightly loose, but again, you'll find your perfect line if you just be patient and look and just ride within yourself. The 45 kilometers is a really good experience for a mountain bike event if you're not that technically or that fit to do the full edition. But you know, it is the biggest event of the day. For some reason, the 45k is always bigger than the full monster. And I think it's also the event, you know, where you have the best vibe on the whole weekend. We also have a 20 kilometers. 20 kilometers is mostly Jeep track, Orchard Road. It caters for the beginner mountain biker and obviously for the under 16s. You know, it's actually two events in one. We've got quite a serious race in the front amongst the younger cyclists, and then just an enjoyable ride for the other members of the family. It's not that serious. Yeah, the amount of climbing is roughly about, I would say, about 300 meters, if so much. It is, it's a loop it just takes out the nip of the 45 and the 80k and just to make it achievable for your average rider.